37. Sky. Actually, 2 years ago, I did a video, I think it was 17, 18 minutes long, about the UK Australian group Sky. And they were formed in the late 70s. So, in that video, I talked about, I think, all of their albums, well, apart from Mozart, because I hadn't really found that by then, but still. Never mind. This is a shorter video. Some of the members of Sky had been accompanying the classical guitarist John Williams on some of his solo albums, and all of the members were seasoned session musicians. Well, apart from John Williams, the group consisted in the beginning of Francis Monkman from Curved Air, and Herbie Flowers from Blue Mink, and loads of different albums as a session musician. He played the bass line on the Walk on the Wild Side by Lou Reed, for instance. Well, Tristan Fry, session musician and London Sinfonietta among others, and the Australian rock guitarist Kevin Peake. They produced a number of musically inspired albums where they mix their own compositions with adaptations of classical pieces, for instance, Bach's Toccata, which became one of their hits. After the two first albums, Monkman left and jazz pianist Steve Gray took over, which made the musical direction slightly jazzier. Alas, when John Williams left Sky after their sixth album, Cadmium, the record company lost interest in Sky, and their two last albums weren't that interesting, really. What do I love about Sky and their music? Well, first of all, they were superb musicians, but they weren't full of themselves. They always included small musical jokes on their albums. Often it was the bass player Herbie Flowers who played some slightly silly tuba number. Also, they presented some incredibly beautiful numbers and also playing around with some strange time signatures, as the case with Dance of the Little Fairies that you hear in the beginning here. Yeah, and they were always eager to show that they didn't want to seem too clever, so that's why they also always presented some number that almost any music student could pick up without any major problem. Now Steve Gray and Kevin Peake are both gone, and a comeback seems highly unlikely, but still we have the records, who were, by the way, incredibly well recorded.